What's up, everybody? It's Isaac from Alchemy here with another episode of the Devlog. This week, we're going to dive into new motion effects for your scenes, like the ones we're previewing here, 5e character sheet changes for player characters, and some new universe features. We may also touch on a few secrets along the way, so stay tuned for those. I'll wrap the episode up with a look at what's coming up for us over the next couple of weeks. So let's dive right in. All right, let's take a look at these cool new motion effects. I'm going to head over to our marketplace and take a look at what's available here. We've got the ambiance, chaos, and weather packs from the Kinemancer. You can click into these and view a video preview of the motion effects that are included in this content pack. And there's also a listing of each of the items in it and a little bit more information about who the Kinemancer is and what you get for purchasing this motion effects pack. Once you've got one of those, we'll head over to create a game. We're going to make one. We'll make a custom game, Devlog 2. We'll go over to the custom tab, and I'm going to find that Kinemancer universe here in my long list of universes. All right, here we go, the Kinemancer. We'll turn that on and get into my new game. As with most of your games, it starts with our default dim light scene. This is an area in the Lorvathera universe. Very cool scene. If we go in and edit the details of this scene, take a look at the scene tab, there's this motion effects drop down. Since I've enabled the Kinemancer universe for this game, I should see a long list of all of the motion effects from that universe. And indeed, I do. They're broken down into groups based on whether they came from the ambiance pack, the chaos pack, the default pack, or the weather pack. So we'll do something fun from the weather pack for this scene. We'll take how about a purple fog for this scene? Wow, that's pretty intense. You can also see a preview of what the effect looks like at the top of the scene modal now. This is new since last time we talked. Very cool way to preview what you're doing with the different motion effects here. So maybe we want something a little more like cave, wet purple cave, or yellow fireflies. Blue fireflies would probably look pretty cool here. Yeah, let's do that one. So we save the scene, and it will reload that and apply that motion effect on top of the scene. And you can, of course, do that with any new scene you create just as easily. Attic, blue. Very cool. Super quick and easy to apply any of those motion packs that you pick up to your scenes to give them new life very quickly and easily. I love it. Up next for this week is a long requested feature for 5th edition player characters. We don't have any player characters in this game. I'm going to go ahead and add my test account so that I can invite them to play and start a new 5th edition player character for them. We'll call this guy Barry Blue Jeans. He's going to be a human wizard. Pop open the character sheet and go into the Spells tab for a new field to override your Spellcasting Ability modifier. Previously, this was based on your 5th edition class. We did some smart mapping to figure out what your Spellcasting Ability modifier should be, but that wasn't super homebrew friendly and it was very restrictive. So we decided to just surface the Spellcasting Ability modifier here so that you can choose that you want it to be intelligence, and that unlocks the rest of the Spellcasting tab for you. You can then choose from, oh, you know what? I don't have the 5th edition universe enabled for this. That's an important piece to bring that content in so that I have some spells to pick from. So we'll enable the 5th edition SRD universe here and go back into our Barry Blue Jeans spell tab and give him that intelligence score. And now we've got a bunch of spells to choose from. So we could choose, maybe he takes, we'll just make up a scenario here. He'll take Firebolt using Int, but he'll take Eldritch Blast using Charisma. So now you can click this to change the spellcasting ability modifier per spell to override it. Say if you were multi-classing into Warlock and you took Eldritch Blast from the Warlock class. Why did that go to Con? There we go. Charisma. You could have that spell cast with Charisma, whereas Firebolt will continue to cast with Int, as is standard for a wizard. You can also use this to learn racial spells. So if your race comes with a spell and you need it to use Intelligence as the spellcasting ability modifier, or whatever your scenario is, this should be flexible enough to support that. So Barry learned 2 new spells. Let's go into his spells tab in the game experience and cast. Well, first let's take a look at his ability scores. He's got a -1 on Int and a +2 on Charisma. Great. Perfect for a wizard. So we'll cast that Firebolt, and we should see that come through with his -1 intelligence score as the modifier here. Perfect. And then if we go in and we cast Eldritch Blast, that should come through with his +2 Charisma modifier. Great. So now you can go in and update that spellcasting ability modifier as you see fit for whatever scenarios that your character has. Next up, let's take a look at some cool new features in Universe. So we'll leave this game and we'll head on over to Content Universe. We'll take a look at the Chepeku Maps universe. This is a very cool one with lots of scenes. And right away you'll notice that we have a new grid view for the scenes listing. Instead of it being just a long list of small scenes, you can now look at them in this beautiful grid layout with large cards for the scenes themselves. You can also switch to a list view if you'd like to and filter them down to exactly what you'd like to look at, or go back to the grid view to really take advantage of that extra space. And as you saw earlier, the scene modal got a bit of an overhaul where you could preview more stuff. That carries over here as well, so you can take a look at the Celestial Gate Day map, and you can actually see the full animated map happening up here in the header for this. Nice way to preview scenes directly from a universe without having to go into a game and pull them in. Coral Throne, one of my favorites. Nice little quality of life improvement for universes, and we think it looks especially great with something as cool as the Chepeku universe. So next I'd like to talk about something a little bit different this week. We all have been hearing about all the rumblings with the proposed changes to the open game license from Wizards of the Coast, and all of the OGL 1.1 mess. I'm sure by now we're all very tired of hearing about it, but we released our official where did it go? We released our official statement on that today via our email newsletter. If you haven't signed up for that, you should do so on our website. It's great. We send out very infrequent updates, and they're always very cool and filled with good stuff like this. First of all, some really cool art that Loot Tavern allowed us to use for this piece. And we're basically inviting the D&D Beyond community to check out Alchemy. And to do that, we're giving a promotion of a free 90-day trial of Alchemy Unlimited for new subscribers, for new accounts. You can sign up on the website and get started today with that 90-day free trial. And related to that, we've also released a quick way to import your characters directly from D&D Beyond into Alchemy, which I'll dive into after this, I think. But this message has our statement on how the OGL is going to impact Alchemy, will or will not, depending on how it kind of shakes out, what we're up to here, and we wanted to really spotlight some of our really great 5e and other system third-party creators on the platform, each of whom decided to give you all a free gift. So in this email, you can use these links, these buttons to click through and grab cool stuff like Crabwell from Burrowbound for free, The Shining Shrine from Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting, and a whole bunch of more really great content all in here. Again, I'll link this down in the description so you can check it out, but do sign up for our email newsletter list if that's your thing as well. All right, let's talk about the D&D Beyond import real quick. We're going to hop over to D&D Beyond. I've got a few test characters that I've created. We'll go ahead and grab Malaros Void Ripper, who's a tiefling sorcerer. What you'll want to do is make sure that your character sheet is set to public. So click the Manage button, and then click Character Settings, and scroll to the bottom of this. and make sure this is set to public. If it is, you can share this link with anyone on the internet and they can load this character sheet. So you just click on the share button at the top and copy this shareable link. Then take that over to the Alchemy desktop app and go to your character library. And up here in the top right, you can click that downward triangle button to open this menu and choose Import from Beyond. And from here, you simply paste that D&D Beyond character sheet link in and click Import Character, and we'll do the rest. Now we've got Malorose Void Ripper brought in, level 3 Tiefling Sorcerer, brought in armor class, hit points, speed, ability scores, saving throws, all of that good stuff. He's even got some of his spells in here, and all of the description for this character was brought in and converted to Markdown and made nice and pretty along the way. So with just a paste and a click, you can bring your public characters over into Alchemy and get started playing with them today. All right, good list of new stuff this week. We're very excited about it. What's coming next? Up next, we're going to dive into universes for custom games. So you'll be able to use our custom game character sheets to build out pre-mades and NPCs and items to pull into your custom games, like this Merkborg game that I've got here. You can also go into, you'll also be able to go into your characters in a custom system game. Sorry, this is Chris's character here. Sorry, Chris. And you'll be able to customize these trackers a lot more thoroughly. Instead of just 2, you'll get a whole list of them in a panel inside the game experience that you can use to configure things like bars versus pips, color, name, min-max, all the things you can do here, but with a multitude of them to track any sort of, trackable numbers that you'd like to keep track of on your custom system game character. Very cool stuff. Very excited for that. And I think we're all maybe the most excited about the last item that's going to be my primary focus over the next couple of weeks, which is diving into our tactical mode, making sure that maps and tokens are working as solid as they can and as I can make them, which is going to be really solid. Trust me, it'll be great. And we'll also be adding some really cool new features there, like the ability to resize maps and tokens, and some other really cool quality of life features to make combat and tactical combat, especially in Alchemy, super cool. So stay tuned for that over the next couple of weeks, and I'm sure I will be showing it off in the next devlog. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feed the algorithm. It is hungry. If you're new to Alchemy, check out the links down below. Again, we've got that newsletter out there. There's the 90-day free trial promotion running for the next 7 days. That ends on January 20th. And there's a ton of really cool free content in there from the creators on our platform. Super cool stuff. That's it. Thanks for watching, and let's go play some games.